Hi there, guys, and welcome back to Blackpool. Once upon a time in Blackpool, a manager called Holloway came along and tried to make a difference in the world. He did it once, and once again, we are back in tribute trying to do it again. But as you can see on screen, we're back here with news before we get to the double yellow derby as such between Oxford and Burton Albion. The Blackpool owner once again is looking to step aside. Not a disaster because we're doing really well in League One, so I don't expect any new owners would consider sacking us. However, obviously cause a little bit of uncertainty. We definitely don't want this to happen in January because that's when the transfer window opens. So we want to be available then to make transfers. So hopefully, actually, there will be a takeover that happens very soon, and that way then we can push forward and not have to worry about it anymore. As you can also see here, fresh news in the inbox: Liam Feeney. Yes, backup player for us, 31-year-old experienced winger, hasn't played until about 4 games all season. Have a look at his stats here. Not amazing. League One standard mid-table sort of player. We've moved him on to Hibernian. We're going to get $250,000 as a transfer fee, which is remarkable. That then eclipses what we spent this season. We've accepted a deal here, and if we quickly look at the club finances, as you can see, there is improvement. We are making profit now because of our gate receipts. Our gate receipts have over doubled because of our performances in the league and in the cups. Getting 15,000 through the gates instead of the 10,000 has made a massive difference. And as you can see, with that transfer, we will be back in the black before we even get to the January transfer window, before we get to Christmas. What a Christmas bonus. That's how we like to run a football club in the lower league. And we're competitive. I mean, it really is a dream scenario right now for Blackpool as we look to rebuild this side with their new owners. Right, quick bit of news before we get to the Sam Stadium and the away game of Oxford United. Mark Boller, according to Warren Green, our head of youth development, has been showing remarkable improvements during recent training sessions. As you can see here on screen, his potential could lead him to being a left back in the Premier League, apparently. His quality has potential ability here and current ability. At League One, he is now a top left back, which is wonderful. So that is part of the reason. Like I said at the start of the save, we were looking to really emphasise these linchpins of young players who've come in over the summer, like the Bollers, like the Virtues. The good thing is, as we saw in the Middlesbrough under-23s game as well, is even though it was a lot of B players being thrown out into the first team to have a go, we saw Virtue perform in the same manner as Herbie Kane when he played the box-to-box role. He scored the long-range strike. He set up the second one with a long-range strike. So that is encouraging, and bear in mind it's likely that we're playing so well with Herbie Kane we won't be able to keep him now. So yeah, this is what we were looking for. It's nice now that I can come back to you and go, okay, before the game against Oxford, we are doing what we said we were going to do. Against Leicester, we had a great PowerPoint presentation of how we were going to make things happen, and it all completely fell flat on its ass. But this time, we've got a little bit more simple, and we're making massive improvements. Unbelievable stuff. Really enjoying this Blackpool save. Right, and here we go. Oxford United away. Surprisingly, a bigger game than what I anticipated because they're currently 4th in the Sky Bet League One. If we have a quick look at the league table here from the news report, yeah, we're second, they're 4th. They've won 10 of 18. They've only lost 4, the same as us. So they're a pretty decent team here, you know. So we got an interesting game on our hands. And where about an Albion, just quickly out of interest? Okay, not so good. Like Rotherham, slightly struggling, a more established side in League One. You'd expect them to do a little bit better, perhaps. But okay, interesting couple of games. So we're going to have to go probably slightly stronger. The interesting thing when we look at the schedule quickly, we've got a pre-match press conference, but we'll come back to that. The schedule, yeah, you see here, decent results recently. We've got them, excuse me, nearly coughing there. 3 days away from each other, so Saturday to Tuesday. So I think we'll go strong against Oxford and rest a few against Burton Albion. Right, we've picked the team now for the Oxford United game. We've set them up ready for action. Just going to quickly show you something here with training week in review. As you can see here, we've got completely bipolar sort of figures here. Our training from KC Palms at 8.9. That's the sort of level I'm looking to get from my players. Michael Nottingham on the 6.3. We're going to criticise him here. Certainly, Tam been very disappointed with his training performances. You're right, I'm not been at my best recently. Hopefully, he'll now perform up. And I'm not actually going to praise Casey Palmer. You might think that's a bit harsh. But what I do is I praise these players in this green when they've done it for 2 or 3 sessions in a row, when they've been over the 8.5s in that sort of area. Once again, it's about your manager and showing what sort of level of performance you expect from your players. So I'm building that with my harsh team talks at halftime. Assertively is generally how I will speak to the team. So yeah, that is how we're going to push forward here as well, mentality-wise, and it definitely helps. Right, and here we go. Oxford United away at the Kassam Stadium. Not sure it's changed name. No, Kassam Stadium is what it is. We'll go with Oxford first. They're matching up. It's interesting. The 4-4-1-1 seem to be performing very well with the teams that are like 7th to 12th in prediction, and they seem to be doing better because of this formation. But anyway, let's go to Oxford United. They've got Eastwood, Hanson, Musinho, Moore, Elliot Moore, loan from Leicester, I believe, Lafferty, Cadden, Brannigan, Rodriguez, Henry, Fosu and Mackie up front, who scored an absolute shedload in the other game. I think about 4 of them actually. But we come to our team now. A few little tweaks, but nothing too major. I'll tell you why I've done them. I've been a bit brave actually, as you might be able to see. Annex in goal, Turton, Prochenko, Tilton, Boller, our usual back 4 block. We've got Kent, and Kane's going to be the ball winner today rather than the box to box. You might think, what am I doing here? I think I can utilise Spearing a bit more. There's some games he doesn't, get into it as well. So we're going to keep Spearing this time as a box-to-box, see if we can bring him more into the game, see how that adjusts the overall team performance. Perhaps we'll find a little bit of an extra percentage edge over Oxford. Kaput's on the left, Palmer in. We're going to put Sonny Kaikai up front. Delfonso is on the bench. Sonny Kaikai is one we've said we've been hard to find where we're going to fit him in. Ryan Kent's performed very well so far this season. We'll head to the dressing room now. We want to pick up last time we left off, so let's go out there. I agree. Jay Spearing's very happy. Oliver Turnton's very happy. Ryan Kent's very happy. We end the team talk and go to kick off. We're in the white here. Oxford United in the yellow. Like I said, it is the double yellow derby in this round of fixtures. Right, down to Boller on the left here. He tries to drive across it. It deflects up the pitch. Kent coming inside now. We did say we're going to play slightly more narrow to try and, suffocate that space around Oxford United. Bolton have taken a lead against Ipswich. Interesting. Ipswich, Sunderland, teams like this, teams that are expected to be doing very well in League One, they're not up to scratch just yet. Really helpful, bear in mind we're doing very well. Right, Boller with a throw in now. Kaputska's going to try and come in. Fosu holds the ball up low for Oxford and tries to find Mackie. He's a danger man. The shot luckily deflects and just falls to Anik. If that's the best highlight they have this half, we'll take that. Right, his goal kick goes straight to them, but luckily we win it back because the ball's very loose. Kent comes down here on the right, back to Turton. A good double up. Spearing on the inside, now up to Turton. Kent here on the right. Ball in. Karki. That is why we tried him out. I mean, Delfonso would have scored. That ball was absolute quality from Ryan Kent. The Liverpool Academy showing its worth right there. We go to the 3D replay. Turton on the right, good ball up to Kent. He goes, right, give me some space. I'm just going to put it in early. Those balls earlier than later on are much more dangerous because if you play them in the right place, the uncertainty between the defence and the goalkeeper is going to be enough to create you literally an open goal opportunity. As long as you don't hit it off the keeper or over the crossbar, you're in. Handsome a free kick now for Oxford. It came very close. Right hand side, just rippled the side netting here as Bolton go 2-0 up against Ipswich. Makes our last minute win look really good against them here. And Bristol Rovers are losing to Accrington at home. That's a surprise. That will put us up to first. Yes, you can see it on the left hand side. Prochenko with a free kick now. Oh, he gets a lot of power behind it and he ran himself into the goal there rather than the ball. Anyway, doesn't matter. Half an hour gone. Oxford 0, Blackpool 1. Looking pretty comfortable. Don't get carried away. Spearing now. No. Lose it to Henry. Wasn't quick enough. Prochenko now. Last guy back to Tilt. Trying to hold the ball up. Just make Oxford come forward a bit here. Create some of that space just in the middle there. Just to try and utilise it. Anyway. Goal kick now. Kent smucked in. Oh my word. Finishing there, and that would have been literally the perfect scenario. But he's mugged him off. That's what we try and do. Corner in now. Moore. Down to Prochenko. Palmer outside the box. Kane now here on the left-hand side. Tilt brings it up into Spearing towards Kane. Kane from distance. We know what he can do. He puts it just wide this time on the right-hand side post. But very, very close. Getting towards half-time here now. Oxford 0. Blackpool 1. Dominant performance here. Kane up to Turton. Can he find Kent? Is he onside? I thought he was off. Kaputska. Oh, the ball bounced around. Could have been 2-0. 2 minutes of added time. Prochenko now takes responsibility, wins the ball. It's going to go to half time. Oxford 0, Blackpool 1. Right, half-time team talk time now. We've been very, very dominant, but you know what I'm like? Am I going to have a go at him? I'm not happy. I think that's the difference between being like an average manager and a top manager. Like I've always said, I don't like being 1-0 up in a position where you're dominant and you should be 2 or 3, because in my opinion, if you then throw the game, it's your own fault for not taking your chances. I'm not one of those who goes, oh, we dominated the game, so we should have won even though we only scored 1 goal. No, let's go out there. The dominant performance we had in the first half really wasn't good enough for the goal result. As Rodriguez from distance there for Oxford, their home fans getting warmed up now here. That was a hell of a strike from outside the box. Brannigan with the corner now, more at the back post. He's dangerous. He's a Leicester City youngster. I know him quite well. Anyway, Oxford striker back into it. More shots on target for Oxford, interestingly, as well here. But, yeah, like I said, we need to make sure we can keep going forward here, keep pushing on them, try and make sure we create a 2 or 3 goal gap. That's so important to how you get results in this league. We take it game by game. We try and get 3 points, and that's all you can focus on. That's the difference with champions and normal teams. Kaiki, he could have taken a touch there. If you'd realised there was no one behind him, take a touchdown, put it in the net, son. Anyway, thrown to Oxford. Lafferty into the box now. Mackie with a header just over the crossbar. Very close, very good quality player here. Tilt's in the book. He will now be suspended for the next match. Let's get him off for Faber. Faber's just as good. He's not as probably experienced in his head. In his head, he's probably a little bit more oh goodness me, what do you say? He's not as straight, perhaps. He's more sort of out there. He'll make more mistakes, perhaps. But God, I was losing it then, wasn't I? Anyway, we'll just do that and we'll keep going, perhaps, and try and regain our train of thought here a little bit. Anyway, Sully Kaikai goes in the book here for Blackpool. Faber's on for Tilt like we did a minute ago. Right, maybe actually another change here with 20 minutes to go. We'll get Kai off here because he's in the book for Delfonso. Delfonso's got the same sort of accuracy, the same sort of danger to offer from that poaching position here. It's Oxford 0, Blackpool 1. We're going to demand a bit more. I don't like encouraging, it normally upsets them. Ball into the box now. Oh, Faber there did enough there in front of the goalkeeper. Ball back across here for Oxford. They're looking dangerous now. Once again, they're in 4th place in the league. They must have quality now. Kaputska outside the box. Delfonso, can he find the space? The strike goes wide of the right-hand post. But still, very dangerous from Blackpool. Looking like we're up for it. There's 10 minutes to go here with a bit of stoppage time, and we're 1-0 up away at 4th place, Oxford United. Josh Raffels comes on for Lafferty here as Oxford make a formation change. There is a penalty to Blackpool. There was a shove by Rodriguez on Spearing. Spearing for his Spearing's third goal of the season. His 3rd penalty. That's why he's taking them. It is the 84th minute. The 3D shows it. Oh, good penalty from Spearing. The power takes it past the keeper. 3rd goal of the season. Oxford United 0, Blackpool 2. Ellis Plummer's on for Elliot Moore here as Oxford United try and hold on here to a 2-0 defeat. Shows how good we're playing here. We're looking like automatics are possible. Mackie in now. Anik with a good save. That's what you need in your goalkeeper. When he's called upon, it's not been often. He makes the strong save, and Prochenko got it away. The free kick followed. Didn't even challenge us. Oxford 0, Blackpool 2. 4 minutes of added time, sorry. Make a change here in a minute. Just wait for the highlight to finish. Palmer's going to cross it in now. Delfonso goes close. We could have made it free. Right. Who's looking tired? Spearing, Palmer. Palmer off for... Oh, it says Devitt. No, we'll put Hardy on. He can play in the attacking mid as well as a striker, so he'll do fine for the last 4 minutes here. As we tick the full time at the Kassam Stadium, the goal kick's taken by Oxford. We have shown them the difference between what we are and what they are. We had equalish stats, but the quality difference today was with us, and that means it's Oxford 0, Blackpool 2. The team talk now, assertively. That was really special, lads. No one gave us a chance because this is a team up with us. So that increases that morale, which is what we're looking for. If you can keep your morale, even when you aren't getting, points, if you can do it while you are keeping, your performances going, you've got a great chance in any Football Manager team. Mafumbi watch, we've got £36,000. So now you put that in with the Warren Feeney transfer. That means now we've picked up nearly 300,000. We were 150,000 in the hole. We head into January now with a possibility to perhaps strengthen as well and look at what we can do. So this is very encouraging developments, not only on the pitch but off the pitch simultaneously. We're doing some really good things now, so really enjoying it. And here we go for the second of the yellow derbies, as we call them, Blackpool and Burton in the second game. We've also got them in the second round of the FA Cup. They actually knocked Bristol Rovers out, which is a bit of a surprise. We're under 18th in League One versus Bristol Rovers in first. But anyway, we'll look at the team today for Sky Bet League One. We're at home. Hopefully we got a nice, decent crowd here. We've got Anik. Nottingham comes in at right back because there's a knock to Turton who gets a rest. Brochenko, Faber and Boller at the back. Kent, Spearing, Kane and Kaputska. Spearing, I swapped back to the ball winning option just because of fitness. He's at 89%. You look at Kane, he's at 100%. Let's get him back. We know he can play box to box really well and score some goals. Palmer behind Karkai, who retains his place up front with Delfonso on the bench. We're now playing with that. Burton, who are struggling this year, down in 18th. They go for a defensive 5-2-2-1. They've got O'Hara, Brayford, Knight, Nartley, Ramsey and Daniel at the back. A very, very static and deep back line there. Stephen Quinn, Fox, Taylor and Templeton and Boyce up front, all on his own son. Right, let's encourage the players here. Yeah, absolutely. Do we expect a win? I think we do now. Their morale's good. That motivates a lot of them. That's pretty good. We have faith in the defence. We have faith in the midfield. Let's go out there now, go get this result, and then we'll be looking incredibly comfortable. And we'll have to consider where the next episode will be after this, actually. I mean, we did say we're going to focus on the FA Cup second round, but that's the next game. So I think we might do a goal rush on that and Wimbledon, which got moved from the original doubleheader. Anyway, Pachenko now have a free kick off the wall. Very close here, looking very dangerous early doors. Come on, Kent. Kent's in the book. I didn't see what happened there, but anyway. Palmer coming forward now. He gets tackled off the ball. We've had 2 shots, none on target, but that is normal for us because we normally get a couple of early shots in. Spearing's gone in the book here. He's probably our most tired player. As you can see, some of the ones are catching up now. But you compare it to Burton, they've got a lot of condition issues, and this is the need to have squad depth in the lower leagues, because you do play from Saturday to Tuesday quite a lot in the season in order to squeeze in all of the 43 games required. Sorry, 40. Yeah, is it 43? 23, no, 46. Goodness me, my maths isn't great. Karki comes forward now here for Blackpool, plays a ball for Kaputska, trying to allow some other players to come forward. I don't mind that so much. Palmer with a turning strike, just wide. That is a typical Blackpool chance, ladies and gentlemen, and very close to breaking the deadlock here at Bloomfield Road. Right, Palmer up to Kane. Kane's he going to size? Oh, he sized himself up for a shot there, put it wide of the left-hand post, but still. Building here, Burton Albion not offering much. They're looking to try and defend here and drag a point out of this game, no doubt. Clough is under pressure there. I just saw it in the press before the game. If we beat them here, it might be trouble. Knight back to O'Hara. Nottingham now picks it up. It's going to be really played in their half here, this game, because of how they set up. Kaputska down to Palmer. Kane now up to Kaputska again. Kaputska trying to get the strike away. Boller on the left, into the middle. Brayford with a clearing header. Quality player at this level, John Brayford. Anyway, Palmer up to Kane now. Kaputska from distance, very close to what Kent did a minute ago. My word, all our players, and Palmer as well, they can all curl those shots into the corner. 35 minutes in, 11 shots, 1 on target. From distance, you know, we are probably the most dangerous side in the league. It's a pity about accuracy. But anyway, it's still Blackpool 0, Burton 0. The nice thing is, in spite of this, you've noticed now in a few games, looking at the opposition stats, as we get to the last minute here of the first half, they've not had a lot of opportunities. There's now the 3rd game, I believe, I've seen this season where the opposition has only had 1 shot and none on target as we get to half-time. That is hard to do at any level of football, so that's really good. Right, I'm far from pleased. It kind of works. We're kind of a reverse psychology sort of manager here. We're actually doing really well. Don't tell him that. Delfonso's going to come on here for Kent. We're going to swap him with Kai, who's not done enough for me so far up top. Spearing, do you want to take him off? Yeah, I'm going to say no. I'm just going to tell him, look, mate, you know, calm it down, because I know you're a bit knackered, you know, because, you know, it is football and it's a hard job, isn't it, when you've got to play like 90 minutes a week for 20,000. Oh, God, if he was on that, eh? Maybe someday in the Premier League, Jay Spearing will be, and we'll have to come back to this and cut this in as an intro video. Anyway, Blackpool 0. Burton 0 here at Bloomfield Road. Palmer now from distance, perhaps came from distance. O'Hara with a good block. He looked like he was going to knock it into his own goal here. But this is what we want for Blackpool. We told them off. Now they'll get more. Oh, Alfonso tipped over there from O'Hara. Another corner now for Blackpool. Getting closer. Oh, Kaputska now with the header. That's the best corner we've had all season. Oh, He should have scored, really. O'Hara now with the clearance. This is the problem Burton have got. They're clearing it to no one, and that means we can get it straight back towards them. Palmer now runs forward. Kane down to Kaputska. Up to Palmer. Good ball to Boller. Into the box. Ramsey spearing now to Kai. On the right-hand side, we've all cut in, come very narrow. Nottingham to support now. Can't get that cross in, but Spearing's there to mop it up. We're always winning the loose balls. Kane goes close from distance. What a team we are. We're really looking for this. Right, we need to encourage here because they're looking a bit apprehensive. We need to demand more. I don't want to go positive because we're creating chances under balanced. But if you look at the stats, 17-4, we haven't scored yet. This is the only downside. It's one of those where, do you roll the dice? Do you go positive? The times we've gone positive before in this series, we've noticed that it's actually held us up a bit. So hopefully we're going to get lucky. Oh, Boller's gone in there. And, oh my word, I can't believe it. We're down to 10 men. All of a sudden, this has got very difficult. Right, Palmer off. We're going to put Thompson on. We're not going to panic yet. Thompson's not a natural left back, but he's more of a wing back left option, and also he's got the attributes. Yeah, he's okay for that position, and he's got the attributes to get across into the box, which is what we're going to need if we still want to pinch. We'll go balanced. Should we switch to counter? No, I don't want to switch. I wish there was a counter option, not cautious. But anyway, we're going to shout to demand more here. We have dominated this game. 10 minutes to go. Surely we got to win this. I prefer to lose and play a bit better, you know. Anyway, Pachenko with a free kick now from distance. Keeps going in the wall. But still, danger. Every team's got to worry about Pachenko. What a signing he's been. This draw will move us to second in the league, but we've demanded more here. Can we get a last-minute winner like against Bolton at home? From distance, no. Spearing, Kane. The two midfield engine units are combining here. Kaputska's come in to join them now. Nottingham on the right, down to Kai. Can't do it. Nottingham picks the ball up again. We've got to keep fighting for that ball. Kane from distance now. Kaputska outside the area. We're passing it around. There's six. Burton plays from distance. Kaputska saved by the goalkeeper. Demand more here with the corner coming in. We demanded so much. That's weird. We should be able to demand more all the time because we're always on the touchline. You can see us there. Anyway, Thompson now with the corner. Hutchinson with the clearing header at the near post. Comes out to Kane. He wins the free kick. Good job there. Fox went in there from behind. Pachenko, come on, from distance to win the game. Off the wall. Down to Kaputska, who's hanging back there, looking to cross another one in. Plays it to Kane. Kane with the strike. What a goal! Herbie Kane. 86 minutes. Blackpool 1. Burton Albion 0. 10-man Blackpool take the lead here. It's like Bolton all over again. With drama like that, would you have a season ticket anywhere else apart from Bloomfield Road? Absolutely not. Blackpool 1, Burton 0. The 3D shows it off. It's a Herbie Kane classic. Moves us back to the top of the league now. Right, let's demand some more here just to finish the game off. I'd actually been disappointed even with 10 men if we'd drawn this game, you know. Oh, I can't believe it. That's why I kept the shape. That's why, you know, the free kicks, we got that bit of quality. Let's get Spearing off here now just to make sure we don't go down to 9 with a few seconds to go here. Devitt on. We'll swap Devitt for, oh God, Kaki. That'll have to do. Might regret that because we've got 4 minutes of added time. There's only 1 goal difference, but I've got to do something here. Anyway, throwing now to Burton Albion. Comes inside. Knight plays it forward. Delfonso will come back and pick the ball up here now. Can he be sensible? No, he just plays it long. He had time. Fox comes forward now for Burton. Aikens is played around. Fox from distance. Burton have done nothing all game. Not a shot on target. The last minute now. There's a fly going past the screen. Not sure you saw that. That's terrible. Anyway, down to Thompson here on the left back position. He's countering also on the left hand side fully. With Kaputska coming in, the lack of that 11th man isn't as bad. Last chance saloon now. Pachenko to really seal the game now. Come on, Denny. Come on, just get this one over the wall. No, into the wall. Full-time whistle goes though, and it doesn't matter. I mean, 26 shots, 6 on target. We've won 1-0. We'd like to have won by more, but hey-ho, we get the 3 points, and that keeps us at the top of the league. Well done, lads. End the team talk. Forward we go. Yeah. Oh, it's exhilarating. We are now 3 points clear. Sorry, 2 points clear. Goodness me, my maths is dreadful, isn't it? 2 points clear, but we're game in hand on Accrington Stanley. 3 points clear of Bristol Rovers, who played the same as us. Interesting League One season. We are looking very tasty here now. We got a post-match press conference. I'm not going to take it through there. We're now an unbeaten record of 5 matches in a row without losing. Unbelievable. 1 draw, 2 draws and 3 wins ever since the draw run we had earlier in the campaign. So that is really good. We're building it now. We're just going to go to the schedule, look at all the green in November. Surely I'm managing the month of November. We'll find out in a couple of days. I won every frigging game, man. Anyway, Burton Albion next in the FA Cup second round. We want to focus on the FA Cup, but we will goal rush this one and see how we get on. We'll goal rush Wimbledon away, and we will goal rush Tranmere and Doncaster. And look at that. Below that, a triple header. Sunderland, Portsmouth, Ipswich. Oh, Coventry as well. Okay, we'll go for Sunderland and Portsmouth next. It will be a Christmas time special. Bear in mind, we're now filming at the end of August in 2019. So that will be fascinating. But anyway, let's take you back to the league table one more time as we finish off. As you see that just pop up on the screen there. Yep, 41 points from 19 games. Could be a lot worse. The Blackpool dream is becoming a reality as we hit the halfway point in the season. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode after this yellow double header. Wonderful. Cheers now.